you bring about clarity? How do you ensure it's communicated? How do you ensure the data you're both using is accurate, and what are you doing internally?
So just at the very root of it is the data itself. So if your data's a mess, then any kind of reporting, anything you want to pull out, if you're going to communicate with your supplier and say, well, we're buying this, or if we're talking to your customers, or we're selling this, I'm in the HVAC business, so we sell furnaces, we sell air conditioners. So if someone says, well, how many furnaces did you buy last year? Right? Or we've got manufacturers that sell us furnaces and air conditioners. Well, how many furnaces? Well, now I got to go to some Excel sheet, dump out a bunch of data, and start poking through. Whereas if I could say, well, I have a data point that says product type and it says furnace. So instantly I can pull out that information. So to get clarity, fundamentally you have to start with enough content, enough descriptive, accurate, up-to-date information about the products or services you're selling so that you can identify them. Then when you have if you're creating a strategy with a vendor, you can build a strategy around it, because if you say, well, I'd like to have this much of a rebate on furnaces versus this much on air conditioners or whatever, then I want to go into that and kind of position myself, sorry to the manufacturers, but I want to position myself to be as profitable as I can. So I want to have a realistic number. I don't want to go in assuming these numbers are like this, but they're actually like this, when I'm negotiating those things. So the data underlying that makes it clear. When you're dealing with customers, it's the same thing. You can't have let's call it a product-specific type of rebate agreement with a customer when you don't even have enough data to aggregate your products effectively. So, and I'm sure everybody here will understand this, you talk about BI, you tend to do reporting based out on who you bought it from as opposed to what it is. We do the same thing around when you want to have a pricing strategy. So I'm going to have a pricing strategy to my customer, and well, products from this vendor are going to be this price and from this one, as opposed to I buy furnaces from 4 different suppliers. Why do I not have a consistent strategy on how I want to price furnaces, or how I want to negotiate with vendors on furnaces? Mm-hmm. So it's, if you want clarity, you need the data, and then you have to have a really clear idea what you're trying to accomplish, and then at least when you set that up with your customer or with your vendor, you're not speculating. You've got real information in front of you.